welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another Christmas inspired video on my channel. So for those of you who have not met me yet, my name is Ashley and I do Sims 4 base game builds on my channel. So today we are building a Christmas house, and this is a fully decked out Christmas house, super obnoxious. It's red and white, the inside is all red, there's Christmas trees everywhere, Christmas decorations everywhere. I just tried to basically use every possible furniture item from the holiday pack, the free holiday pack. So if you guys don't have that pack yet, it's free right now. So just go download that from the game, and yeah, it's free. So you should definitely have that in your game right now. So this started off as a 20K house. I wanted it to be a starter home, but then as I was building it, it just got more and more and more expensive, so it ended up being a 30K home. And the reason why I wanted it to be as cheap as possible is because this is the house that I want my sim to move in a future homeless challenge. So I want to do the homeless challenge, or I guess the rags to riches challenge is what some people call it, the runaway teen challenge. I don't know, there's a lot of different names for it. Basically, I want to do a let's play with this house where my sim will eventually try and have enough money to purchase this house, and that will be the end of the challenge. So I just kind of made it a bit harder on myself by making it more expensive, but I wanted it to be a really nice house as well, and to use all the Christmassy items in it. So I don't want to leave anything out, and I also want to just make it really nice. So it is on a 20 by 15 lot, costs like I said under 30K, and it has 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it can fit 1 sim in here, but technically 2 because it's a double bed, but I'm just gonna be putting 1 in here. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Okay guys, so first of all, this house is supposed to look really kind of obnoxious and over the top and super intense and festive. I just really wanted to use the holiday stuff pack in its entirety and just dedicate a house to just using all the Christmas items and all the Christmas pieces of furniture. And I had a lot of fun with it because there isn't a lot of other times where you can use the Christmas stuff throughout the year, so I wanted to make a house that was just completely dedicated to it. So it turned out really nice, and I think that it looks like that classic house that you see in like Christmas postcards or like on advent calendars. They always have like a random house on it, and I think that this house just reminds me of that typical cliche holiday cozy Christmas house. So that's kind of the vibe I was going for here. And as you can see, I put the snow on the roof and also the snow on the ground. I think that's actually just sand, but I wanted to make it look like it was snowing on the roof and also on the ground to make it look a little bit more wintry. And I also kind of blew like my entire budget before I even made the interior. As you can see, I'm already over 10K. And I haven't even furnished the interior at all. So I think it was those, the little decorations on the outside, like the garland and also the kind of hanging snowflakes. Those things are expensive. I think they're like 100 to 300 bucks a piece, and I put like tons of them around the front of the house. So that's kind of where I blew my budget. So what can I say? I'm bad at budgeting. Whatever, it's okay. And if you had a sharp eye earlier, the house that's directly across the street from this house is actually the first house that I ever built in The Sims 4. So if you haven't watched my first video yet, I haven't played The Sims since The Sims 2, so over a decade ago. And just recently, like a month or 2 ago, I decided to buy the Sims 4 game and start my YouTube channel and start building. So the house that's across the street from this house was the very first house I ever built in the Sims 4. So my first Sims house in well over a decade. So I did record that video, or record that build, so I might post that one eventually soon. But yeah, the kitchen is a bit I think I went a bit overboard with the kitchen. Because it's a starter home, usually the kitchens aren't that nice, but I really like kitchens in real life and in The Sims, so I always put a lot of emphasis on the kitchen and make sure that the kitchen is really nice and it has like an island. Like, I love having an island in the kitchen, so I think I blew a lot of my budget on the kitchen as well. Like, it has like lots of counter space, a lot of cabinets, so I mean, I'm not mad at it because I would want a nice kitchen if I had a house. Even if I had a really small house, I would still want a nice kitchen. So the other thing is, if you do like Christmas builds or you do like a build like this, make sure to watch my video last week. I did a kind of candy cane inspired mansion. So the exterior is red and white, kind of like this one, but it's a larger house, and then the interior isn't obnoxious like this. It's just a bit more classy. It looks like a regular house. Like, if you didn't know it was Christmas, or if you took down some of the Christmas decorations, it would still be a normal, nice house. So you should definitely go check that one out. I'm really happy with that one. I really love that house. That's definitely more my vibe in terms of the exterior and the interior design. Yeah, it's just a little bit more my style. So this house is definitely not my style, in the sense that if you've been watching my videos, you will probably notice that I don't really like a lot of color. I tend to stay more neutral, more muted tones. If I do use color, it'll be like subtle pops of color here and there, and even maybe some more pastel colors, but I never really do like bright reds and like this, and definitely not red and green. So this house was definitely a little bit like ooh for me, but it was supposed to be Christmassy and festive, so it was totally okay. I was totally okay with it. But the other reason why I tend to keep my houses more neutral is because when I upload the houses to the gallery, I don't want it to have too harsh of a color scheme, because then it could maybe like throw some people off when they're trying to picture their sim in the house, or when they're looking to see if they want to download the house. If it's too bright of a certain color scheme, they might not like it, and it's a bit harder for them to picture their sim in that house if, one color is standing out too much. So I think neutral is always better. And then when people download the house, they can just, change a couple colors here and there with the design tool, like change the color of the couch or quickly change the color of the walls, and it's just really easy for people to personalize it themselves, and then the house will still look really cohesive in terms of interior design, because the rest of the colors are neutral, so you can add your own pops of color here and there yourself. So, and you can see here with the bedroom, I was just getting kind of just really fed up with the obnoxious red and green everywhere, so I went for more of a like light blue color scheme in the bedroom. I was kind of channeling like winter wonderland vibes for here, or for this room, so kind of did more light blue and snowflakes and white and silver and kind of icy colors. So I really liked how that turned out. It was kind of just a nice change, and I think it still works with the vibe really well. It just looks really wintry, and I was really just channeling winter wonderland for that room. And for the homeless challenge, if you guys don't know what it is, basically you start on an empty lot with nothing, no money, no house, just you on an empty lot, and then you have to eventually make money to eventually afford to build or buy a house. And you can't get a real job, so you can't go to work, so you have to make money through other ways, such as digging or fishing or painting or just anything. You have to be creative in that sense, and you have to find a way to become not homeless. So that's what I want to do, and I'm giving myself a deadline of Christmas Day. So I have to complete the challenge by Christmas Day. I notice a lot of people don't do deadlines when they do this challenge, and I think it just makes it a lot more challenging if you have a deadline, and that's the whole point of it. So I'm really excited for that, and I hope you guys are too. Well, that concludes our 30,000 simoleon Christmas house build today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked what you saw today, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you think I should build next. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends, or if you want to see if I can complete the homeless challenge and move my homeless sim into this house by Christmas Day. It should be a really fun one, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to see that, and stay tuned because those videos will be coming very, very shortly. Besides that, I upload once per week at the same time every week, so I will see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.